Whoa, greetings all. All right, it's the chat room, and then after this, I'll probably do a galactic update and see how things go. I think I have enough energy for that, but anyway. All right, much love. Put the camera on myself. Okay, here we go. Greetings. This is Redmond, the Sirian race, with Sirius B. Blessings in this incarnation. Much love to you all. Yes, I'll be happy to answer your questions when you're ready.
Hi, Redmond. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. Greetings.
Nice to speak with you. Okay, so first is Henriette Lapart Stevenson. And her first question, my friend would like to know what species she's connected to. Her name is Hui Min Chu.
Mostly reptilian connections. Understand it's more positive than negative. It is mostly positive. Also, she's connected to the canine races. It seems like she switches between them. She's also had many Palladian lifetimes, which connects you to this world. It seems like you had many reptilian lifetimes, canine lifetimes, and then Palladian lifetimes. The Palladian brought you, yes, into this reality on this planet to wish to experience it as a adventure, you could say, is what I'm gathering from your energies. Thank you.
Okay, her second question. About 5 months ago, I saw a neon green light and it lit up an entire football field. It happened twice with a week between, and both times it was about 5 a.m. Can you tell me what or who it was?
That was an Arcturian energy. It does seem like a Arcturian energy field that was there. As for analyzing the area, absorbing energy and giving out energy, stabilizing the area also, because there's a great amount of negativity there at one time. I believe also recently, so it was there to clear the energy, to clear the space. There's also much angelic energies, which is very Arcturian. Actually, they are interconnected, but there's also your angelic realm was there also, bringing in much assistance. Thank you.
Okay, next is Xiao Ma. Question 1. Why is Warren Buffett always able to make a right investment decision? Is it because he's truly a wise man, or is there another reason to which we don't know about?
Yes, it's called insider trading. There's that, and of course he has enough money to cover things up. But yes, he does also have a luck around him, but we do see him doing other things. You'd be surprised.
Okay, Xiao would also like to know if there are any messages for her.
Yes, you guys are saying to cheer up and love yourself more. Also, they're saying there's a a mosquito race around you of insectoid that is very positive that you're connected to in previous lifetimes. They're actually there to bring you energy and also to unlock many lifetimes within you of not necessarily mosquito lifetimes, but lifetimes here on Earth that have been hidden from you for some time. Many have this, and they seem to be opening up your connections to ancient Atlantis, Lemuria, and much of those lifetimes they feel that will bring much comfort to you and give you an understanding of your incarnation here. There's still many questions of why you are here, and not to say that will fully answer that, but hopefully that will bring in much relief to you. They're trying to bring relief to you in this life. Blessings.
Okay, next is Moses. Ivan is working hard on releasing my past lives which have negative energies. Can you help release those, or can you give Ivan a lot of energy to continue doing this?
Yes, you have a long string of lifetimes where it was you got into a reincarnation cycle that brought in a lot of negativity around you. Now this is normal, and now you are going through a phase of releasing it. I believe some of this has been released. You feel like a changed person at this time. I do feel that, and more to come. We see that there's a mountain, yes, around you that is, and you're underneath it, it seems at sometimes. But that has been removed, and now you are healing. And there's much more to that also. There is a maze around you, not necessarily of all negativity, but there's a galactic maze. I mean, there's a whole story, as there is many, but why you got into that state to begin with. Not going into it right now, no. Blessings.
Okay, second question. Can my higher self give me guidance in which direction I have to go on learning spiritual knowledge, or what to learn as a spiritual gift? What is beneficial for me to learn at this point?
At this time, first you have to heal first for this to fully come through. I believe it will come through on its own. We also see you as a channeler in your future time. As for public, that will give you some time. We do see the channeling ability within you. But first, the negativity needs to be released. As for techniques, Reiki would be good for you. I'm not sure if that's fully answering your question, but Reiki would be good for you also to heal this state of mind you're in. Blessings. Yes.
Okay, next is Crystal Eve Snow. Does Archangel Michael have any messages for me?
Michael says, one moment, that your strength here, you will become stronger in this incarnation. This is why you came here. One of the reasons, and you're much stronger you are now than you were when you entered. And also the canine races at this time are surrounding you, it seems. The aliens are surrounding you with love. This is all coming from Michael. And they are showing their appreciation to you. You might not see it, but most likely you'll be able to feel that, how appreciated you are. At least there's the canines, of course, and human also. But the canines appreciate your incarnation because many of them, you are helping them understand this reality. In some ways, you can say you are a ground crew with them, part of their species, to help them understand humanity. That leads to first contact eventually. Blessings.
Okay, Crystal Eve's second question. When will the next wave of mass awakening occur?
Judging by the energies at this time, next June.
Okay, next is Carol McLaughlin. Are there any messages for me?
Yes, it seems like you're going to more interdimensional energies. We see an Arcturian energy around you. We also see you connecting with your higher self. You might not be noticing this, but you are connecting more to your higher self. You might have some, you're not fully understanding at this time. But connecting your higher self will also awaken your inner child, that you feel more energy coming into your life. I believe this will happen over the next couple of months. Just give it time. Your system, your body is adjusting to the new energy that's coming through. As for our awakening process within you, I do see much reptilians around you, but also many Arcturians, positive beings, also an Andromedan race that you have a long lineage of lifetimes with them. that is connected to the felines, because they have a feline race within their species that you know very well. And they're sending you healing at this time. Blessings.
Okay, second question. Do I have any connections with Archangel Michael? And that's for Carol McLaughlin.
Oh, yes. You had incarnations where you're actually Archangel Michael's sister in a Palladian incarnation. You actually had many family incarnations with Archangel Michael and other world incarnations. In this incarnation, you've connected to him often. You've had like a shaman lifetime in your past life. I will just leave it at that. You're connected to him often. Actually, many lifetimes you've connected to him. 3 times of church type of lifetimes. I believe you're aware of this, of religious lifetimes, let's put it that way, where you're connected to Michael. Even connected to Michael and not even knowing it, where you're part of an Indian race of your India. Because he went by another name, but it was still him. Blessings.
Okay, next is Ra N. What are my main intuitive abilities for me to develop to assist others?
This one takes some time to develop as telekinesis. But as for assisting others with it, your telekinesis abilities they're very strong in other lifetimes. In this lifetime, it has to be unlocked. That's up to you to go in that direction. As for helping others, the way you can use it is you can use it for energy, as for removing energy and adding energy, such as removing negative energy and adding sending positive energy. That's where telekinesis can be used also. Of course, you can use it, and those that are doing it now are using telekinesis. They don't just realize it in some form. So this is a way for you to send positive energies to others, healing energies. Just use your mind. If you like to use your hands, you don't always have to use your hand, but you can send energy to others. This you can slowly develop. It takes time getting used to, but you can do it. You can see it, feel it. If you would definitely feel it, see it is up to you. It's not necessarily important, but I believe you will feel the ability to do so. And it'll help you raise your vibration also. Which one?
Okay, second question for Ra. What is the cause for my skin allergies to the sun?
One moment. It seems that this is a connection with your family genetics that's causing it, obviously. And that is causing it. I don't have exactly the main connection of that, but your family genetics seems to have developed over time within your DNA that has an issue with the sun. It's genetically connected. As for doing something about it, I believe it can through your modern medicine or through your more of your organic medicines that is not part of your whatever name you call it, that's not part of your modern medicine, your metaphysical medicine, alternative medicine resources. You can go on that route and find a way. That might take a journey, but there is help there. Thank you.
Okay, next is Freddie Kulit. When in meditation, I saw myself with a pure white hand writing things with squares. What was my race? Where was I? The ship and dimension.
Seems like you're with the tall whites, and this 6 density tall white being. As you're doing it, it seems like you're writing history. As a historian within the alien races. Blessings.
Okay, second question. When I see myself in short scenes flying planes, is that a quick connection to my other self on a parallel Earth? If so, what is the message?
The message is that this will continue on. You are connecting to parallel Earths. And you also begin to you're already seeing yourself. You will start to see that more often. It is also understand seeing this is actually helping you. It might not always be that clear that it's helping, but it is. It has its different ways of, it brings both your confidence level and also connects you more with spirit also. Raises your vibration to a certain degree, but it has many messages, but all this is personal. So I can't go into a lot of detail here, but yes, this will continue on if you wish it to do so. You'll almost feel like you're in another dimension, definitely, because you are. Blessings.
Okay, next is Maglena Ivanova. What is my connection with Ivan, as I feel I know him from before?
Who is this name of this person again?
Maglena Ivanova.
One moment, thank you. You know Ivan through Palladian lifetimes. Palladian lifetimes where the Palladians were dealing with the Reptilians. The Reptilians were had a lot of hostility towards the Palladians. Just like your Americans and the Indians type of sorts, same situation, but this is Palladian and Indian if you want to give it something to give you more of an idea. But as for what was going on there, does not need to be fully known, but it was a territorial situation in the Pleiades. And so that is one incarnation you know him in. You know him in also in gray lifetimes also. Thank you.
Second question, any messages for me?
Yes, Archangel Michael has been connecting to you many times. Recently, as for raising your vibration, one moment. Interesting enough, I see time travel with you at this time. It seems like an astral you've been doing a lot of time travel. Of course, that's not easy to connect to in this density level. It seems like you're preparing for a change in your life that you're coming up to, and you're looking through your old lifetimes, gathering information for a turn event in your future lifetime coming up soon. It seems like in the next couple months. That's all I have for you at this time. Blessings.
Okay, next is Marianne A. Do I have a connection with Sekhmet, the Egyptian goddess?
Yes, with that incarnation and several other incarnations, I believe in Palladian incarnations and Sirian incarnations. In that incarnation that you're spoken of, yes, you were very close to that person. I believe you're actually more of a child in that incarnation, but you did grow up with that person. That is all I have for that. Listens.
Marianne would also like to know if there are any messages for her.
Yes, from the angelic realms. They have many of those that have crossed over that are connecting to you often. One moment, they're also helping you with your finding your inner child, assisting you with bringing more joy into your life. They just say, one moment. That is all they're saying. They're not going into full detail. One moment. They also say they have a lot of reptilian connections. In your past life that is bringing you down, you have genetic connections with reptilians. Not to say that it's neutral negativity. I mean, you were not a negative being, but there's a lot of negativity from those lifetimes. That might be where you bring depression into your life that comes through, and anger sometimes, at least in your past, that has come out of nowhere. You're not understanding and unable to connect to others. A lot of that is reptilian connections. They're working on this to release this, but it's difficult. They say through meditation will help, but they are assisting you. It is, I believe she will be able to connect to that. Possibly. That is what they say. Blessings.
Okay, next is Chloe. And her first question, who killed John Bonet? And I think she's talking about the child pageant queen who was murdered years ago. There's been a lot in the media recently.
Most likely that knowledge will never be fully made public. That is not for me to bring up. But it is someone that has not been caught and most likely won't. And it was not part of the family, it was somebody else that you can say a predator. Let's put it that way. but it has not been caught. It never will be.
Okay. Can I please request an infusion to help me love myself? That's from Chloe as well.
Yes, I would. The Arcturians will assist you with that. Well, yes, there's much reptilian energy around you that's making it difficult for you to connect yourself. So much assistance will be brought to you soon.
Okay, next is Tatiana Lenchuk, and she would like to know if there are any messages for her.
One moment. Interesting enough with your energy that pick up a Asian connection. As for ancient, one moment. This is something your guides want you to know, that you have. They say in France you had a lifetime. In ancient France, we had a lifetime as an Asian human. I believe female. We are transitioning from where you live. I believe it was Korea or a Korean lifetime. And in that transition into France, it seemed to have brought many cultures to you. Where you came from, a culture there was culture, but it was mostly poverty. Where you had a transition, and there's also many artists around you also. I believe it's a time during the Van Gogh time period where your life changed forever. So I believe you also knew these artists also. This is what your guides is bringing to you, for you to know that if there's any anguish in your life or self-fulfillment that is lost, that is not there, is because of that incarnation, because it was hard for you to fully feel fulfilled in a lifetime of that. Because you're a foreigner, it was difficult for you to find fulfillment, but it was enriching to be in that incarnation. I believe you knew Monet and all those beings at one time. That is all. Much love.
Okay, next is Joellen E. I was wondering if there's any messages from my grandparents or alien family.
Interesting enough, this seems to be the week of the Reptilian. The positive reptilians have a message for that she had many incarnations with them that was positive. That is part of the Asian culture that you call Japan, where you've had many incarnations in. As a reptilian, you came into this world in human form. Also had many alien lifetimes where you would turn yourself into a human, that they have technologies for that, to help evolve that of the Japan race. Also, I believe that affected the Chinese in many ways. So you do have Japanese connections through previous lifetimes. This is what your guys want you to know about. Blessings.
Okay, Joellen's second question. Is there anything around my daughter Emma that is having a negative effect on her moods and sleep? Because it's been pretty bad lately.
Yes, there is a negative, reptilian energy around there at the time. Also a Sirian negative energy also. And they are draining her energy. They are not wanting her to awaken. Understand you are awakened to these energies, and they wish for her not to. And these are ones she's known in other past lives. Also, we will send you energy to release them. It is going to be difficult to have them be removed, but we will do what we can. Blessings.
Okay, next is Gray Joyride. Any messages from my guides?
One moment. Yes, a message from the Arcturians that you had many incarnations with the Arcturians. One moment. They say as a counselor, where you would counsel. Now understand, humans are not, the beings that you connected to on other worlds were not familiar. They did not see you, but you were still sending your counsel. You were being a counselor to those that, meaning you were speaking to the many, but they were unaware that you were there. Some of them actually, through intuition, they are aware they're guides, but you were working with their guides to speak to them. As for it seems like much architecture you're working with, and social activities you were very much involved with. I feel like a feline race you connected to, and also the human race, there's several that you're connected to. And also, it seems interesting enough, they're showing me trinkets, like items that they've cherished. Like you have on your world, certain things are cherishable. They're not giving me a detail, but let you connect with that. Blessings.
Okay, so second question. This is for Grey Joyride as well, and we're actually moving right along, so we don't have many more. I'm wondering what has been blocking me from connecting to others and myself. When I do establish one, it's quickly lost or very, very weak. Maybe it's fear due to loss in past lives or just being an awkward being, but I've spent much of this life isolated and randomly depressed. Any advice or healing? Thank you and blessings.
Yes, you've had many alien lifetimes, and in this lifetime it's very difficult to connect to the human energies. You've had many Arcturian lifetimes, and it's difficult to connect. Because you see things differently, just the vibration is not fully connecting with you correctly. This is very common. Also, you had many Palladian lifetimes where you had the same problem, but the way you fixed it was to not worry about that so much and concentrate on yourself. And these people eventually will find you eventually. It seems like there's parts, yes, this might be a confusing part, but there's areas within yourself that you need to, from what I'm gathering, it is good to be alone. There's certain things that you have not fully discovered about yourself, meaning places to go on intuition. It seems like there's discoveries around you that you have not discovered yet. Your guides also seem to be keeping things away from you also. It's quite interesting. There's part of your life that has not been fully, not to say you're neglecting anything, but you're being led into a direction of self-awareness, meaning you are going into a direction of knowing more about yourself, your histories. Things are not in place, but they will be eventually. Go by your intuition. If there's a book you wish you connect with, just sometimes it's good to be not to have a plan and just go by your feeling. To go to see a movie or to read a book, they just feel like doing it. Connect more in that way. If that even works, see how that works with you. Not have a timeline, just allow things to happen. Seems like they're trying to lead you into a certain direction, a positive one, to know more about you, and then you'll have your people around you. More. It's complicated. Blessings.
Okay,
In a good way, of course. Yes, go ahead.
Sorry, we have 3 people left.
Yes.
So Jess444 asks, can I receive help clearing my negative Pleiadian lifetimes as a politician and also as a queen?
Yes, we bring you much assistance that as we can, the Palladian energies will assist you as we can. Yes, there's a difficulty on releasing many of these things because of the vibration of your world and where we can only interact with you so much. It will take, yes, I believe you found a healer and that will bring much assistance. A moment. Believe you be at this time. Thank you.
Okay, second question. Will you assist in removing a negative reptilian named Dwight who is prolonging my illness at this time?
Yes, the Weirens are bringing much assistance to this. They weren't always aware of his existence, and they have been dealing with him sometimes. It's difficult to have him released. But yes, there is much assistance there at this time. Thank you.
Okay, next is Symmetry. Any messages for me?
Moment. I believe you've already heard some of this through others, but you have a silver Palladian lifetime that has caused conflict in your life, meaning it is a silver Palladian energy that has, it's an incarnation you had in silver and Palladian, but this is not, you have a Palladian that you know in that life that seems to have rattled your cage in this life, meaning might have changed directions for you in a slight way. Also, interesting enough, I see an Archon connection with that one also. Meaning this being was trying to take you off your trail, off track. But he was unsuccessful. So this is another reason why you feel like you are out of it sometimes. But we will send healing to that one. That's one's quite the deceiver, because not many are easy. That one's not easy to see, but you might be able to put a connection to that in your past also. Because sometimes this being would put you involved with friends that are not good friends, that are kind of deceivers, and that was the silver Palladian that brought that to be. I believe you can connect with that. Much love. Blessings.
Okay, second question for symmetry. I've been having a lot of lucid dreams lately. Is there a reason why I'm having more lucid dreams now, and will aliens actually visit me in my dreams for once?
Oh yes. You're opening up more. Yes, a lot of negativity is releasing. You're becoming more calmer, and it's like the blocks are being put together where it was all shattered at one time, which is quite understandable. Being in this world is not easy for anyone. But yes, and your energies, yes, your vibration is going up. Interesting enough, those insectoids also, I believe, you'd be connecting to, but they are quite humorous. They might help raise your vibration. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, next is Stephanie Ritterman. What work have I been doing with Mother Earth?
Healing the oceans, the lakes, the oceans. That is where you're the bottom of the ocean. You've been all over the place. With the oceans around Brazil, it seems to be one of your most active places, especially where they are drilling oil. That is where you're bringing much of your healing at this time. Thank you.
Stephanie would also like to know if there are any messages for her.
Yes, it seems like the Arcturians have been visiting you a lot recently, bringing messages to you, taking you places where you would not normally go in a positive way, as for opening up your mind to new things on your planet. And much of that is Arcturian. That's very Arcturian of you to connect to these things. They're opening you up to new things, it seems. That's all I have for you. Blessings.
Okay, next is me, Stacy.
Yes.
So my first question, last night I had a dream that I don't know if I was an observer or if I was just being silly, but I was in this jail, or what seemed like a jail, that was full of people who were addicted to drugs, and they were using drugs. They were using, like, with needles and stuff, and they were actually chasing me with the needles, like they were trying to, like, either infect me or like I don't even know, inject them into me. And then there was a gentleman there who's actually in the Walking Dead show. He plays Morgan, but he was there, like, protecting me, and while protecting me, he actually got hit. But I'm wondering what there was more to that dream, but that's probably what had actually hurt the most, I guess, or was the most traumatic, and I'm wondering what that was about.
Yes, that was family. I'm not sure if I have to add any more to that. There's a certain family members. It does seem like it was a lot, but mostly family. I'm trying to connect if there's anything else other than that, but for mostly, and this being that that was protecting you is symbolism for. It's like some of the things that you, not to say you watch The Walking Dead, I'm not sure, but it's like even some of the things that you do enjoy seem to get attacked also. That makes sense.
Well, yeah, I just saw a preview for the new season, and he was in it.
Yes.
And it gave me nightmares, apparently.
Yes. It's symbolism for something else, but it is either way.
Well, I almost feel like it's because I'm almost becoming too desensitized because I'm watching shows like The Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Okay, second question is, I'm just wondering where I've been in Astral.
Connecting to the Palladians, the Arcturians. As for interesting, as for assembling many beings around this world, like a blockade of beings around this world. As for to bring assistance to this earth, to bring it into more of an awakened state, because you are here. It's like carpooling in some regards. Like you're come on, you're inviting more here. It seems some are very afraid to even get near this world. So it seems like you are connecting. You're going further out than many do. Many do actually go further out, but you're going to many beings that aren't connected to this world, and bringing them here also. It seems, and at least for a glimpse, or it seems like you're doing much conversation there.
Well, I've been through a private session. I have been leaving my body a lot,
Yes.
And I'm wondering, is that related?
Yes.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. Okay, that's it for chat questions.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Redmond.
Yes.
Nice to see you.
Yes, thank you. One moment to see what. Yes, the reptilian energies around are going to increase because they want to show that they are of a positive race. It's not all negative. And you are going to be beginning to hear more of a positive reptilian energy. They want to continue that because they do realize that there is much fear of them. They're trying to unfear that. So they're going to make sure that the world understands them. Of course, this is the early stages of connecting to your world, but got to start somewhere. So, much love to you all. Blessings to you. Right. Much love to everyone.